Welcome back to another episode of Hollywood Insiders. Today's spotlight is on the TV show Martin. Martin is an iconic 1990s sitcom that aired on Fox from 1992 to 1997, spanning 5 seasons and 132 episodes. Set in Detroit, the show became a cultural phenomenon for its portrayal of young, black life and its high energy, improvisational humor, plot, and characters. The series centers on the life of Martin Payne, played by Martin Lawrence, a brash, arrogant, yet loyal radio DJ at the fictional station, WZUP, and later a talk show host on Channel 51. The story primarily focuses on his relationship with his girlfriend, later wife, Gina Waters, Tisha Campbell, and their close-knit, often chaotic group of friends. Gina Waters, Martin's voice of reason. She is professional, patient, and often the target of Martin's antics. Tommy Strawn, Martin's level-headed best friend, whose mysterious lack of a visible job became a long-running gag. Cole Brown, Martin's dim-witted but well-meaning friend, known for his bizarre hats and living with his mother. Pamela Pam James, Gina's sassy best friend and co-worker who has a famously antagonistic, insult-heavy relationship with Martin. Martin Lawrence's multiple roles. A hallmark of the show was Martin Lawrence's versatility in playing various supporting characters, often disguised in heavy makeup and prosthetics. Sheneneh Jenkins, the flamboyant, sassy neighbor who ran a hair salon. Mama Payne, Martin's overprotective, mustache-wearing mother. Jerome, an old-school player from the Himalayas. Otis, an abrasive, elderly security guard. Roscoe, a mischievous, snot-nosed kid. Behind-the-scenes tension and conclusion. While a massive success, the show's final season in 1997 was overshadowed by legal and personal turmoil. Tisha Campbell filed a sexual harassment lawsuit against Martin Lawrence, alleging a hostile work environment and physical intimidation. This led to a unique filming arrangement for the final episodes. Campbell only agreed to return on the condition that she would never be on set at the same time as Lawrence. Consequently, the series finale featured their characters in the same storyline, but never physically appearing in the same frame. Legacy and reboots. Despite its rocky end, Martin remains one of the most beloved sitcoms in television history. Cast reunion. In 2022, the surviving cast members reunited for a 30th anniversary special on Bet Plus. Young Martin in 2024. A prequel drama series titled Young Martin was announced to be in development, following a teenage version of Martin Payne in modern-day Detroit. Spinoff. A spin-off titled Varnell Hill, based on a popular guest character played by Tommy Davidson, was also greenlit in 2025. In addition to the main character, Martin Payne, Martin Lawrence portrayed 9 distinct recurring characters throughout the series. Each utilized elaborate costumes, makeup, and prosthetics to create unique personalities. Sheneneh Jenkins, Martin's flamboyant, outspoken neighbor and owner of Sheneneh's Shonuff Hair Salon. Edna Mama Payne, Martin's overprotective, mustache-wearing mother who constantly bickered with his girlfriend, Gina. Jerome, a self-proclaimed player from the Himalayas known for his gold teeth, flashy clothes, and signature theme song. All Otis, an abrasive, elderly security guard at various locations, who often antagonized the other characters. Dragonfly Jones, a comically inept martial arts master who frequently found himself in physical altercations he couldn't win. Roscoe, a snot-nosed, mischievous young boy with thick glasses who lived in Gina's building. Bob from marketing, a high-strung, white-collar worker and parody of white corporate culture, who frequently tried to act hip. Elroy Preston, a jovial, singing auto mechanic with a thick southern accent. King Beef, a parody of a 1970s blaxploitation hero, typically seen in oversized muscle suits and animal prints. Martin Lawrence's diverse array of characters on Martin was primarily inspired by real people from his life and the comedic legends who came before him. While the character of Sheneneh Jenkins is widely considered a cultural icon, Martin Lawrence has faced backlash and scrutiny from various sources both during the show's original run and in 2026, executive resistance and stereotyping concerns. During the 1990s, network executives were initially resistant to the character. Risky portrayal. Decision makers viewed cross-dressing as risky and potentially alienating to advertisers. Fear of caricature. There were internal worries that Sheneneh's loud and proud ghetto chick persona relied too heavily on negative racial and gender stereotypes, potentially reducing the sitcom to a cartoonish sketch show. Limited run. Executives originally intended for Sheneneh to be a one-off gag rather than a recurring series staple. 2 allegations of intellectual property theft. Lawrence has faced long-standing accusations from the comedy community regarding the character's origin. The Shant claim. Comedians Bill Bellamy and Aries Spears have publicly claimed that Lawrence stole the character from comedian Derek Fox, who performed the near-identical persona named Shant in New Jersey. Impact on Fox. According to Bellamy, Fox stopped performing comedy shortly after Sheneneh debuted because audiences began accusing him of stealing the act from Lawrence. 3. Modern critiques of misrepresentation. In 2026, the character remains a point of contention in discussions regarding black representation. Misogynoir. Critics argue that men portraying ratchet or ghetto black women creates a mascot effect that desensitizes audiences to the real-life struggles of these women, reinforcing tropes. Modern retrospective analyses often point to Sheneneh as a reinforcement of the sapphire or loud black woman stereotype, which some viewers feel is harmful in a contemporary context. For impact on current projects, the ongoing controversy has influenced Lawrence's current work in 2025 and 2026. Exclusion from spin-offs. Lawrence confirmed in May 2025 that Sheneneh will not appear in the upcoming Varnell Hill spin-off, citing the increased scrutiny on actors playing different genders in modern Hollywood. Cancellation of solo film. Lawrence revealed that a planned Sheneneh movie co-starring Jamie Foxx as his In Living Color character, Wanda, was shelved and never came to fruition. In the hit sitcom Martin, the true profession of Thomas Tommy Strawn was revealed years later to be a youth counselor at the Boys and Girls Club. Why it was a running gag. The mystery of Tommy's employment became one of the show's most iconic, recurring jokes for several reasons. Character development complaints. The actor who played Tommy, Thomas Mickleford, originally complained to the writers that his character was underdeveloped and that viewers never knew what he did for a living. Instead of giving him a concrete backstory, the writers leaned into his complaint and turned his missing job into a series-long joke. Contradictory lifestyle. Tommy was always well-dressed, lived in a nice apartment, and always had money. Yet he was constantly hanging out at Martin's house during normal working hours. This led to Martin's famous catchphrase, "Tommy, you ain't got no job." Vague and evasive answers. Whenever Tommy was asked about his work, he would provide suspiciously vague details, such as working in a big white building or a big black building across the street. In one episode, he even showed up with a blowtorch, claiming he borrowed it from work, which only added to the confusion. Avoiding stereotypes, Ford was a classically trained Shakespearean actor who was sensitive about the image of a black man on television without a job. While he initially resisted the joke because he wanted to be a positive role model, he eventually embraced the humor of the mystery. The seeker was officially confirmed by co-star Tisha Campbell in 2016, pointing to early season 1 episodes where Tommy is seen or mentioned working with children at the club before the running gag fully took hold in season 2.